Greetings, loyal subjects. This is Robert Curthose, the eldest son of William the Conqueror and Matilda of Flanders. He was born sometime between 1051 and 1053. The more observant amongst you will notice this is before the Battle of Hastings and before William became King of England. Robert had two younger brothers, William and Henry, and his relationship with them was somewhat fraught. In the year 1077, the two younger brothers played a prank on Robert. They emptied a full chamber pot over his head. Robert reacted badly. Together with his friends, the very next day, he attempted to seize the castle of Rouen from his father. His argument being his father had failed to punish William and Henry. William the Conqueror ordered the arrest of Robert, and his eldest son effectively went on the run. He fled to Flanders, where over the next few years he continued to raid his father's lands in Normandy. The family tension was heightened somewhat when William the Conqueror discovered that his wife Matilda was sending money to her favourite son in order to fund these activities. Ultimately, a truce came about in the year 1080. However, it only lasted for a number of years until Matilda died. Robert once again fled and resumed his activities against his father. When William the Conqueror died in 1087, he divided his lands. Robert, being the eldest son, got the dukedom of Normandy. It was considered superior to the crown of England in many ways. William became King of England and became William II. Poor Henry got nothing at all. He was a little bit annoyed about that, and we'll come to that in a moment. So Robert was Duke of Normandy. However, his finances were in poor shape. In fact, he would often spend full days in bed because he was short of clothes to wear. And in 1096 he went on the Crusades. He performed well in battle, especially at the siege of Antioch. But in order to undertake his trip, he mortgaged out his dukedom of Normandy to his brother William for 10,000 marks. Then William II had an unfortunate accident while out hunting in the New Forest. I say accident. An arrow came out of nowhere and he died. Henry, who was with the king, abandoned his brother's body there in the New Forest, fled, got the money from the treasury in Winchester, and went and crowned himself King of England. Robert was none too happy with this because he'd actually made an agreement with his brother that each other would be the other's heirs. So he believed he now had a right to the Kingdom of England. So he invaded. But Robert had little support, and Henry soon beat him back to Normandy. In fact, Henry wasn't stopping there. He decided to invade Normandy himself, and he captured his elder brother. For the next 20 years, Robert Curthose was kept imprisoned in Devizes Castle in Wiltshire. Ultimately, he was moved to the more secure location of Cardiff Castle, and there he died in 1134, in his early 80s. He's now buried in Gloucester Cathedral and has this elaborate tomb.